So the Bengals have a new candidate in the mix. They haven't interviewed him yet, but Matt Eberflus apparently is now in the mix of options for defensive coordinator. Thankfully, this is someone I would say who is more qualified than, again, the first two candidates. And let me stress this right now. The first two people we interviewed, we did it because of the Rooney Rule. We were trying to just get past that Rooney Rule. I will say it a million times, I think that is awful and disgusting to do. I think if you're interviewing someone, you should interview someone because you want them to have the job. The reason why the first two candidates were not qualified, though, is because of the fact one was only a defense coordinator for 1 year, by the way, and led a very bad defense. Okay, we're trying to win a Super Bowl here, right? We can't have a defense coordinator who's only has 1 year and hasn't led anything successful. The second guy, well, he has led two top 10 defenses. Every other year has been either 19 to 31. So he doesn't have a good track record either. So therefore, neither are qualified, as we're trying to win a Super Bowl. And if our goal is to win a Super Bowl, you have to be qualified as a Super Bowl or as a defense coordinator that gives us a chance to win a Super Bowl, right? So that's that. Matt Eberflus is the first realistic person of interest. Robert Saleh and Dennis Allen has already came out that apparently the Bengals are not interested in those guys and they're not going to interview them. So that's a whole entire mess. The thing about Matt Eberflus is he's not a good head coach. He's not. He has been a defense coordinator. The last 3 years he was a head coach. But he was a defensive coordinator for the Colts for a solid 4 seasons. Then he went over to become a head coach for the Chicago Bears. What I'll say about Matt Eberflus is, as long as he doesn't have to call timeouts, we're fine. Because if he gets anything related to timeouts, we're going to be in the absolute crapper. So that's the only thing I'll say about him, is that if it's timeout related and decision related, he's not the greatest. Obviously, that's what got him fired in the end from Chicago, was the fact that he did go ahead and butcher the timeout versus the Lions. So I'm hoping this doesn't come back to bite us in that situation, right? But hopefully it doesn't. That's what I'll say. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully this is actually a positive thing in the end, and it doesn't come down to an AFC Championship game where we lose because he forgets to call a timeout or he doesn't call a timeout. Good thing is Zach Taylor would probably be in handling of the timeouts, and knowing Zach Taylor, he would probably already have called the timeouts way before the end of the game anyway. He probably would have wasted 2 timeouts like in the third quarter. So it's not like it really is going to matter because, Zach Taylor would probably have messed it up anyway. This is the fun part of our life as Bengals fans. That's what I'll say. This is our fun part. Hopefully, though, this, is a positive thing. And, hey, as for the fact that this is the first truly, this is a guy we could actually get type of option, I guess that's a positive in the end. So now let's talk about the beautiful. How has he ranked? So 2018, he was defensive coordinator for the Colts. And the Indianapolis Colts ranked number 10 defensively. Now, although, again, he's not really that great with time management or calling timeouts, Matt Eberflus is a good defensive mind. He does have a very good defensive mind. So, that's a positive. 2019, the Indianapolis Colts, they were number 18 defense. So they dropped 8 spots the following year after that. 2020, 10 again. So he went 10, 18, 10. Let me double check here. So he left in 21. So his final year with the Colts, before he became head coach, he was number 10 again. So 3 of his 4 years as a defensive coordinator, he had a top 15 defense. 3 years were the defense ranked number 10. 1 year, the defense ranked number 18. He would then proceed to leave. The Colts would get a new defensive coordinator, and the new defensive coordinator would lead them to the 30th ranked defense in the NFL. So I guess Matt Eberflus, in some capacity, did help out that, the team to a point where, at least they were top 30. Top 15. So, in the end, again, like I said, listen, this is a situation where this is the guy who can't be head coach. He's not a good head coach. But clearly, he does have a good defensive mind. And do I think he's going to be an upgrade over Lou Anarumo? Absolutely no. But at least it's something. At least it's something in the end. At least it's just something. And listen, at the end of the day here, we just got to pray that this works out. Because it's going to be a mess. But at least it's not someone who's just a nobody. I still wish Al Golden would be our defense coordinator. And there's still a chance he might be. There hasn't been a report that we're not interested in him. Thankfully. So hopefully he ends up becoming our defensive coordinator and things work out in that aspect. But, yeah, I guess we'll wait and see in the end here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.